look at all that cheddar. Wow. Look at that. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Burger and Beer Bar. Now the series is around the world in 80 meals. So today we're going to go to my native country, Sweden. And there we're going to cook, or we're going to bake, cinnamon buns. All right, come on, let's go, guys. So today we're going to bake my grandmother's recipe of cinnamon buns. Now I've eaten these for as long as I can remember. And I remember being young, being about a block away from my grandmother's house. I could smell the cinnamon buns in the air. So I knew what was waiting for me. Absolutely delicious. And she had a few secrets in there. A few hidden gems that I'm going to share with you. So come on, I'm going to show you the ingredients. Let's go. So here we have regular white flour. We have powdered cinnamon. We have cardamom seeds. We have fresh yeast. You can also use powdered yeast, but we're using fresh yeast today. This is almond mass, which will make a beautiful flavor in the buns. Then we have regular milk. We have regular sugar, white sugar. We have brown sugar. And then we have salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt, but you can use regular white salt. That's fine. And then we have butter. And I guess that's, then we have also the pearl sugar. I'll show you how that looks. This is the pearl sugar, and it's a typical Swedish thing. You actually sprinkle that on the cinnamon buns when you put it in the oven to bake, and it gets really crunchy and good. But you can use regular sugar. Oh, I forgot. You need to have an egg too, to make an egg wash. But I forgot to put that out. But I'll show you later. All right, great. So let's make the dough. All right, first out, we're going to start with the milk, and we're just going to warm it up to room temperature. All right. So I'm pouring it in here. Turning it on, and make sure you don't get it too hot, because you're gonna put the yeast in there to dissolve it. And if it's too hot, you'll kill the yeast and it won't rise. So rather have it a little bit on the cooler side than on the warmer side. Now we're gonna cut up the butter. I'll get a knife. And now we have the cardamom in the mortar, and now we're just going to mortar this down. All right, so we have the milk that is lukewarm with the dissolved butter in, and now we're going to add the yeast. And let's just double check. Perfect. It's just lukewarm, not too hot, then it will kill the yeast. Now the fresh yeast, you just crumble like this into small pieces, and then you just stir. Look at that. The yeast have dissolved in here, so now we're going to put that into the baking machine. All right, so we pour the liquid in there, and we're going to pour all the other ingredients. So we get the cardamom in here. And that's about a tablespoon of cardamom. And we also get the cinnamon. We'll get all the cinnamon. That's about a tablespoon of cinnamon in there. And then we're going to get the flour. And this is a little bit over 1 kilo of flour, so it's about 2.2 pounds of flour. And we don't pour in everything at once. I start with a little bit. And we have the hook. We're going to use the hook. And you start on low. All right, guys, I think we're done now. Now that's been kneading the dough for about 10 minutes. Let's look. Look at that. It's coming straight off. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, this is going to rest for a little bit. Let's just take it out and look at it. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. So let's just put it back in here, and it's going to rest now and rise for about an hour. And what I usually do, I put the oven on just very extremely low for about 10-15 minutes, and then I turn it off. And you can feel it now. It's just a little bit warmer than room temperature. So what I need to do is to we'll get a towel, put it on here, and I put it in the oven. Make sure the oven is off, and it's not warm. It's just a little bit warmer than room temperature. And let it sit for, so let's sit for an hour. And it's going to double in size. All right. So now while that is resting, we're going to do the filling. All right, come on, let's do the filling. All right, so now we're going to do the filling, and come up here, and we're going to add the ingredients. So we're going to start with the butter, and that's room temperature. So we put the butter in here. Oh, beautiful, room temperature. And then we're going to put in the sugar, and what I'll do, I'll put, it's a cup of sugar, so half a cup of white sugar, and I put another half a cup of brown sugar in there. And then I put the cinnamon and the cardamom, and it's about a tablespoon each I'll put in. There you go. Now look at that. And you just stir this around. Now, for the secret ingredients that my grandmother put in, she put in almond mass or almond paste. And that will make it really, really, really juicy. All right. So now we're an hour later. Now we're going to check out the dough and see how much it has risen. Okay. Let's open it up. Wow, look at that. It has doubled in size from what it was before. Look at that. Look at all that cheddar. It's absolutely beautiful. And what we're going to do, we're just going to work it a little bit. Look at that. Wow, amazing. That's what you do. And then we get the filling. All right, so now we got the spread on. Now we just got to fold it. So we'll just take it carefully like this and then just fold it over in one. Okay, so now we're going to actually do the actual Cinnamon Buns. So you take it and you just roll it. Twist it like this. Twist it, twist it, twist it. And then go around like that and you tuck it in underneath. And there you go. All right, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. Some of them are a little bigger, some of them a little smaller. Doesn't matter, but these look beautiful, the first ones. Okay, so we roll the cinnamon buns, we put them on the tray, and now I put towels over them and let them just sit and rest for about 30 minutes before we put them in the oven. All right? We turn on the oven at the 200, 220 Celsius, 420, 440 F. All right? And they're going to be in for about 10 minutes, something like that. Now we're going to do the egg wash. And now we have the pearly sugar. Come on over here, we're going to put that on. All right, so now we're ready to put them in the oven. And you put them up in the middle of the oven. Lift that out. All right, so I'll see you in 10. All right, so now we're 10 minutes later. They've been in the oven for those 10 minutes, and let's take them out and see what they look like, all right? Oh, hot. That smells great. Oh, look at all that cheddar. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, they smell delicious. Wow. And you can see all that cinnamon, almond mass. Oh, they look so juicy. All right, so let's move them over to here so they can breathe a little bit. All right, guys, so now we're going to put these Cinnamon Buns to the test and see what they actually taste like. I'll grab one here. Okay. Moment of truth. Wow. Oh, the pep with flavor. Wow. Excuse me. They got, they're so juicy. You got the cinnamon, the cardamom bits, the almond mass makes it really juicy. Wow. And they're just crispy on the outside and just soft and nice on the inside. Packed with flavors. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. Guys, I guess that's a wrap for today. Wow. Thanks so much for tuning in. And please drop your thoughts and comments down below. Love to hear how your cinnamon buns turned out. And please turn on your post notifications. Make sure they're on so you don't miss out on anything. And thanks, Grandma, for such a great recipe. So I'll see you guys soon, all right?